Hey guys, welcome back. I'm going to walk you through what I did for my makeup for my wedding puja back in May. I'm first applying this really great primer. It's the Hangover RX. I love this because it's a really hydrating primer and it doesn't have that silicone kind of waxy feel. It just goes on like a really hydrating primer. Love this one. And I'm actually at my parents' house, so this was a religious service that we had a few days before our wedding. And my mom's back there. We're all just drinking chai. And so next, I'm taking this awesome flat top kabuki brush and applying Laneige BB cream all over. It's just a beautiful, buildable foundation that's much more like a treatment. If you've been watching my videos, you know I love this stuff. I'll just zoom through here. But yeah, taking a flat top, densely packed brush with a little bit of chai here. You can take any brush like that to just blend it all the way through, and it's very buildable. It's a nice sheer to medium coverage, and you can add layers. So this is just a very versatile compact in my kit that I love to have. And then of course, NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is a must-have. I've used this product for several years now, but it's just so buildable too, and it really helps me hide all my dark circles and any issues under my eyes. So again, with the same brush or a beauty blender, you can go ahead and just blend that out. This brush is really good at blending out concealer, by the way, and melting it in with your foundation, so I love that. And then taking a blending sponge here, beauty blender, I'm also just kind of going over it to sort of press the rest of it into my skin. It just kind of removes any little brush marks that might be on your face and just gives you that really nice, polished, flawless finish that you'll want for events or photos or things like that. And of course we want to set it. I'm using the Kat Von D setting powder with this kind of pinpointing type of a brush. All these brushes are by It Cosmetics, by the way. I love these. But yeah, use whatever your favorite setting powder is. I'm really loving the Kat Von D one lately. I used to be a diehard Laura Mercier one, but I think the formula changed a little bit for my taste. So yeah, that's the one that I've been using all through this whole year, essentially. Okay, then we're going to go in with a beautiful Baked Blush by Laura Geller. This is very close to the NARS Orgasm one, but it's more of a true peach, and it's not really, it doesn't have as much of a gold reflective, undertone to it the way that the NARS one does. So this is a great everyday blush. It does add a little bit of a glow without being too strong. So you can kind of layer this up, and it's very versatile for every day. For bronzer, I wanted a very soft and natural looking glow to my face, so I used a very warm powder by Guerlain. I think it's in the number 2 shade. This is just a beautiful shade for a true sun-kissed glow. This is not ashy. It's very warm. It works on many skin tones. And I'm just dabbing a little bit on with an angled brush. You can see there, you kind of get that glow there. And I just absolutely love this powder. I've used it for almost 10 years now, I think. First came across it when I was in Europe for grad school, and a friend told me that it was every Parisian girl's secret, so I kind of fell in love with it right then and there. Okay, next I'm using a really pretty eyeshadow that's in a little pot. It's almost like a cream shadow, but it's a really beautiful one of the L'Oreal Infallible metallics in like the rose gold, and I love warming this up with my ring finger and then just applying it directly with my fingers to the eyelid. You just get such a beautiful concentration, and you get a lot more control than you do with a brush as well. So fingertips are a great tool. And for my eyeshadows, I am going back to a classic, the Lorac Pro palette #1. I love every shade in this palette. It's just such a good one. And the pigments are amazing. So I'm grabbing this dark brown shadow there. That was my dad in the background. And I'm just going to start blending this along my lash line with an angled brush. And you see it's dual-ended, and so the other side of it actually lets you really blend out the edges. So I'm kind of creating like a shadowed wing here. And now that color is really blended out. You can see I've worked it into my crease and kind of created like an almond-shaped cat eye. Really, really soft, but it kind of elongates the shape of your eyes and really makes them larger. And then I also use that same color on the lower lash line. Grabbing this more neutral transitional color now, it's like a taupe, using that to kind of just soften the crease here and just blend the two colors together. So I want to put back in a little bit of metallic, so I'm grabbing this metallic kind of garnet or rose gold type of a shade and putting that on the center of the lid just to kind of bring a little bit of the shine back after all of that blending. And now I'm grabbing a darker metallic shade to also kind of layer it on top. It kind of gives you a bit of dimension if you mix a couple of different shades together. It just creates more of a three-dimensional look with a lot more visual interest there. So you can take a fluffy brush and just blend that all together again so it's totally seamless and works together really nicely. Okay, I'm grabbing my dark brown Master Kajal liner. You guys know I love this. I use this every single day, and I'm using this to line both the bottom and top lash lines. It's just great because you can create a pretty chunky, imperfect line, but the formula is very creamy and very waxy, so it's easy to blend out, as you'll see. You can just grab kind of a smudging brush, a pencil brush, a flat, any sort of flat-topped, condensed, tightly packed brush to blend that out so that you really get kind of a liner effect, but without the harshness of a liquid liner or a full pencil liner. And I love this. You can just kind of intensify it as much as you want or keep it really soft. And this is essentially how I wear my eyeliner every day. It's just this step is the same as my everyday makeup routine. There's a video for that. I can link that below. And I just skip all the eyeshadows. And so then, of course, your final step, you always want to curl your lashes. I never, never, ever skip this step. It's just a great way to get a lot of lift, and it opens up your eyes, and it gives your mascara such a great starting point. So never skip this step. And for mascara, I'm using a Dior Show Iconic formula. This is a really nice, robust mascara. It's great for special occasions. I really like it. And you have to just kind of work it into your lashes. It's a really bold formula, and the brush is actually really large too. So if you have smaller eyes, sometimes it can help to scrape off some of the excess product against the tube so that it's not too overloaded with product, and then you kind of smudge it or it's kind of too gunky. And I'll show you kind of a close-up of how I put mascara on. This is just the technique that really works very well for me. So bear with me. Sorry, I've never filmed like this close up before, so you can see I'm struggling to stay in focus here and figuring out where I should be looking. But yeah, here you can see I wiggle it back and forth, the wand, and then pull straight down to try to really get my lash hairs really well embedded into the brush. So this is how I kind of work on my lower lash line. My lower lashes are a little bit sparse, so I have to kind of spend more time there actually. And you can see actually I also grabbed, I topped it off and combined with a different mascara. This is the Lancome Hypnose Drama, which is one of my favorites, all-time favorites. So mascara is done, and I'm grabbing this Lorac Alter Ego lipstick in a really bright fuchsia. It perfectly matches the blouse that I'm wearing that you can see here, just on my shoulders a little bit, but it's a really bright pink, and it matches the Indian outfit that I wore, which was sort of a magenta fuchsia lehenga, which is like a three-piece skirt and blouse with a sash. And that is my completed makeup look. I'm going to throw in some curls, but that's kind of what I went with for my puja. And I will show you the finished look with my hair and everything done as well. There we go. Hair is curled, fully dressed, ready to go downstairs and meet our guests and have some fun. Thank you for watching, guys.